It's literally the dopest shirt anyone's ever made.
It's so cool.
I
like it so much.
Look at this thing. How jealous are you that I'm wearing this shirt?
Well, here's the thing. I appreciate that it's a collaboration between Nike and Gatorade. Two things, which I
didn't even catch that. I just thought it was the Gatorade font.
No, I'm pretty sure it's the Nike font.
Kevin, can we Google
Mike
Gatorade?
And Nike are the same, except for the M and the
Mikey?
N.
Can we call him Mikey?
Yeah. I'm down.
Would we spell it like M-I-K-E?
Or would we add a Y?
No. Because you know what's funny is there have been people that when I say
accents.
Nick, they go, okay, and they spell it N-I-K-E. And I was like, that's clearly Nike. That's not how you do that. I'm talking specifically about 2 Starbucks people. But I feel like this, it's not the Gatorade font. You're right.
Right.
It looks like it is the Nike font.
Oh.
Can you type Nike font? Nude. Just see what happens.
Oh, Nick.
No?
Don't do it.
Yeah, it's the Nike font.
Let's
Yeah.
see.
It is.
I hate you guys. So
No, don't do nude. Well, okay, yeah,
well,
but don't do it.
I'm taking it off.
Oh, nude colored
okay,
Nikes.
nude colored Nikes.
Wow,
That
that
makes
was a lot
sense.
more PG
Than you thought?
than we thought it was going to be.
There it is. Nice.
It happens.
Joe,
so
thanks for joining me
dumb.
today on the morning show here on
thanks for
Twitch.
having me.
Kind of funny guys. How are you feeling today?
I feel much better after
get some
taking
sleep
tomorrow off, or yesterday, whatever.
I think you're also taking tomorrow off, right?
No, I think I'm
Are you
coming
on
in
the show
tomorrow.
tomorrow?
I think I'm taking Thursday off. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we need
I'm
to. Are you taking tomorrow off?
I'm taking tomorrow.
We need to stagger some of this. We got to be better about taking days off.
I mean, it just sucks because you're on the morning show every day. So
I don't that
it's
much.
tricky.
I don't mind,
Oh,
but
okay.
I'm clearing my schedule for tomorrow, so I'm gonna take the latter half of.
Yeah.
I'm just literally gonna get up
Yeah.
after the morning show, do pub info, and take off.
Yeah.
Because my wife and I have plans to go get some lunch and then
Wednesday night?
see. What's that?
Is it date night?
It is. It's gonna be date day.
Oh.
We're gonna do all day. We're gonna go see Jurassic World, Fallen Kingdom, and I might try to like be like, yo, you want to sneak into another movie? Like, you know, when we were kids, when you do that, you're like, I think another one's starting in like an hour.
You just sneak in there.
Just sneak in. I might.
Nick, that's not allowed.
Is that illegal? It's Movie Pass.
No,
That's
no,
what you have Movie Pass, so that means I get to sneak into movies, right?
Not at all. Don't do it, Nick. You'll get arrested.
I don't think that's true.
Nick will definitely get arrested.
Nobody's ever been arrested for sneaking into a movie.
They're gonna
before.
kick you
I
out,
could see
but they
Nick,
won't
like,
arrest you.
I wouldn't be shocked if on Thursday we get a phone call and be like, "Yeah, Nick's still in jail."
No, this is how it would go. They'd be like, "Did you sneak into the second movie?" I'd be like, "Yeah," but midway through the movie, I went out and bought a ticket for it and then came back in.
Yeah.
So I can't break the rules. I can't break
That's
the rules.
exactly what would
Yeah,
happen.
see, my biggest fear is that Nick snitches on himself.
Oh, I'll snitch on myself,
Yeah, someone
for
walks
sure.
in and he's like, "I'm not supposed to be here, sir."
Yeah, that checks out.
Like the lines for the fucking airport.
Oh my god, I'm the worst.
Did you do that at the Rooster Teeth party at E3 too?
Which one?
The Rooster Teeth one?
No, that I just didn't want to deal with at all.
Oh, okay.
Because they were like, come on in, and I was like, first off, I don't like having to be snuck into your party. If you're throwing the party, why the fuck just come out and get me and be
Yeah.
like, this guy's with me. See, when I throw parties and people go, want to get into the party, I walk out and I go, that person, that person, that person. That is the power that I wield here at Kind of Funny.
Yeah.
Okay?
Hey, real
No one's gonna
quick,
question
If
that.
people needed to get into the green room at Kind of Funny prom, I just went like this person. And the security was
fine.
like, who are you again? And I'm like, I'm the one paying for this event. How many times do I have to tell you this? And she was like, you don't have the right thing. And I go, God damn it, you're right. I'm a man of protocol. I can't break the rules. I gotta
Let me
the
go
right
get a
wristband.
flag
Let
wristband.
me go get the wristband. What's up, Kev?
I think we're still in sub-only mode.
Are we really?
I think so.
Fuck it. Keep it the whole day. You know why, people? Because if you sub to us, you'll love us. If you don't, you're just lazy and getting free
The room
content.
is not in subscribers only mode. Just subs are the only ones
Just
talking.
Subs talking? This is weird.
That's
Yeah.
wild.
The platypus who said hi to me was not a sub. Sorry to put you on blast. But you were the first name.
The
that I
indie boy
saw.
says, Nick, you didn't even collect your parents' Joey hat to let him in. It's because
No,
they like Joey more than me.
Your parents are great, by
I
the
think
way.
my brother let him in.
Yeah, I was like, I don't
wasn't me.
think I
It
let
wasn't
them
you.
in. But
Oh my.
they're pretty great.
Starting to get that sore throatness where I'm like,
Oh no, don't do it.
is it because I'm getting sick or is it because I screamed so much that my throat is just raw? I had an earache
true.
yesterday. I think I'm getting like congested.
The whole
Get the whole
kit and
thing.
caboodle.
We made a fatal error yesterday, and someone on in the comment section on YouTube reminded me that we should have done this. We
You played
should've-
Fortnite without me? Is that your fatal error?
First off, you were asleep. Second off, we didn't
You
ask.
don't know that.
Yeah, I figured you were asleep. It was 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm sure you were
Joey,
asleep.
they snubbed me too.
Kevin, you left.
It's true. I wanted to go home. Guess what I did? I went to bed and I slept.
Yeah, exactly. I played Fortnite again last night too.
I'm a little bit offended that you haven't added me. We can't.
What do you
spell that.
want? Are you gonna play? What do you play?
Switch.
Let's play on PS4. Better.
Are you playing on PS4?
Yeah.
Were you playing with Andy last night?
No, I play on Switch and PS4. I'm trying to level up
Wait,
on both.
but
But I bought the
both.
Battle Pass on Switch.
I play with Andy here in the office
Yeah,
on
yeah.
Switch because I bring my Switch with me.
Yeah.
But when I'm at my living room, I just prefer to play on PS4 because it's already hooked up.
Yeah.
I don't have a dock at home, and I know it's a simple.
Just take an Xbox
solution.
home and play on that other account, on your Switch account.
Why would I
Link
play on Xbox versus PS4?
Because you can link your Switch account with your Xbox account, so you can have the same progression.
Yeah. That way you level
Why don't I
up
just
and-
plug my Switch in at home?
Oh, well, sure.
Because that
do
seems like also a lot of work.
It's like easier to just buy a dock, right?
But
Yeah.
Nick, you can do that now, but you're not doing it. So I assumed there was some reason you didn't like doing
Yeah,
it.
but you have to take the lead, you have to follow the logic here. If I'm too lazy to steal that dock right there and pretend like I don't know where it went, I'm way too lazy to steal that Xbox down there and pretend like I don't know where it went. Just like I did at IGN when people were like, well, "How'd you get that PS4?" I'm like, I don't know what happened to it.
So weird.
gone.
So
You were
crazy.
supposed
Crazy.
to return it. Remember?
Whatever, it's my severance pay, Fran. There you go. Come at me.
He's joking, friend. He didn't do that.
Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. Who
Find
knows?
out, Fran. Come over.
Who the hell knows? We are not sponsored this week, and we don't have much of a big topic. And I'll be honest with you guys, we don't have much of a news this week. But we do have some housekeeping. Kevin, roll that graphic.
Housekeeping, you want me to jerk you off?
What kind of hotel is this?
MCU in review this week is Ant-Man. So if you guys are like, hey, I went out, I watched First Class 2 weeks ago like Nick did by accident, and then last week like Kevin did by accident, well, you're ahead of the game because we're going to be doing that next week. We're going to be recording that next Monday. It's going to go up next Thursday, 9 a.m. This Thursday, not 9 a.m., probably more like 9 to 10 p.m., Ant-Man and the Wasp, MCU in review. We'll bring up the list. We're going to rank that thing just like everything else. It's going to be super fun.
I'm excited.
I'm excited because for the first time in 18 movies, someone else will do the plot recap, so we don't have to hear the asinine details
I love the plot.
that Greg puts in, and maybe
you kind of like them.
we'll get out under an hour.
I feel like you might.
I feel like we're also.
Do you guys normally do the plot recaps for like the opening weekend movies?
No, we don't. Those.
No, but we will now, I think, for this one because it does fit into the MCU in review.
But
I think we'll do the same
But we
format.
didn't do that for Black Panther, did we?
I don't
There's
think
no way
so.
to find out.
You're right. You're right.
We'll never know.
Yeah.
Also, we're pimping the wrong MCU in review.
Oh.
We should be pimping the kind of honeys. This one
is
right
true.
here.
Jesus. There's like trash in the background.
Yeah, there is.
There's a half drunk. Were they making mimosas?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So the thing about this MCU in review.
Where were you on this?
Is that me? I was running the boards. Is that we recorded GOG first. So ideally, you should watch GOG first to see how we got to this point.
Which is on Patreon right now and will be live Friday.
Yes, correct.
Live Friday.
So yeah, did I pick that background? Absolutely.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, I thought I picked it. I mean, to be honest, and this is why we love each other, is because I would pick that exact background.
Yeah. Except
exact
that
background. Look at his-
we had to like
Look at the
awkwardly.
fucking definition between his abs and his pecs. That is obscene.
It's a little bit
I'd
ridiculous.
have to
Are you
draw
talking
that
about
in.
this area right here?
Yeah, look at that. Fucking A. Fuck you. That's
Yeah.
real. That's not paint.
No.
That's real. Although his abs do look a little airbrushed there, I'll be honest with you.
I mean, I'm sure,
You gotta
but like
airbrush him.
the foundation of it is.
it's still rock solid. You can still cut fucking cheese on that goddamn cutting board.
Reverse
You know what I'm talking about.
Corey in the chat saying, "Oh shit, there's a kind of honey official timeline we need to follow." I mean, to
Oh.
like fully understand it.
Yeah, it
I
makes
was
more
reminded
sense.
yesterday in the YouTube comments that I missed a huge missed opportunity.
Okay.
Is that Kevin sounded exactly like Marlon Brando from The Godfather, and we should have just had him recite lines from it.
Dang
it's
it!
too
Like
late
we did
now.
on Extra Life with the Oreos.
Nick, if you want me, I can go yell outside for you till I get back to
Nah,
where I
you're
was
fine.
yesterday.
We'll just do it next time.
Yeah.
The Oreos was the best. We had to recite lines from movies with Oreos in our mouths.
That was funny, and
Almost Kiss is the best thing I've
was
ever
the-
thought of
yeah.
in my life.
100%.
I love that Almost Kiss is still like around too, because
Yeah.
at prom
Pops
people
up.
were like, "Almost Kiss, Almost Kiss."
'Cause
Was
people,
that was that when Blessing and Zeiger
Yeah.
won?
No, that was when Nick and I think they also did it for them, but
They did it a lot.
Nick and Greg had their moment. I think that where you guys kissed.
I think I actually kissed inside of his mouth.
Oh God.
Because he opened his mouth as I went to kiss him, so I think I kissed his tongue.
Oh stop.
I don't give a fuck, man. I'll tell you one thing right now.
Mouth policy, right?
It's
mouth
not. It's
policy.
not sexual. It's just how people in Europe say hi to each other. They open mouth kiss.
Just a general greeting.
Guys,
it's just
guy on
friends.
guy,
It's
guy
just
on girl,
friends,
girl on
dude.
girl, girl on guy on girl. It doesn't matter. It's just a way to say hello in Italy.
Anytime, Scarpino.
I know. I'm ready for it. I know you're the only one that's ride or die in this office, Jared. I've said it
This
before.
is
I'll say it
true.
again. Everyone else are punks. They're punks. Get it? You want? Okay.
I got gum here. You want it?
No, I'm okay. I'm getting a little sick. I don't want to get you sick right now.
Oh, I appreciate that. Actually, that's very thoughtful.
But I will when I'm better. We're gonna reverse 69, if you know what I mean.
What does
It's just
that mean?
it's just a kiss.
Yeah, it would be a
Reverse
kiss.
69 is also just 69ing, isn't it?
No. If you reverse 69, here's the 69. You bring it back up. It's the 99.
I think that's making it a vertical.
Mom.
That'd be a-
Doesn't
that'd
it
be
go
a
from this
96.
to this?
Well, how would it be like a P? Well, P90X. How about that?
PQ.
A reverse 69 is the
No, I
old
like
96er
P90X.
from The Great Outdoors. It's just a big stick.
Oh, that's a good fucking movie. That was on at a bar that I was doing comedy at like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And I was like, at first I missed. Sometimes I do these things where I'll say things out loud. I'll be like, oh, great movie. It's Uncle Buck. And then I come back and I'm like,
No, Uncle Buck is not a good movie.
Well, I saw John Candy in like outfit and I was like, oh, Uncle Buck. Then I see Dan Aykroyd. I was like, Dan Aykroyd wasn't in. This is The Great Outdoors.
Yes.
Now, first off, did you just say Uncle Buck isn't a good movie?
He makes big pancakes, but that's not a great movie.
I don't love Uncle Buck.
Punch him in the throat.
I thought we were friends.
He makes
I
big
thought we were
pancakes.
friends.
How long has it
Uncle
been since you
Buck?
watched Uncle Buck?
Probably a year.
Okay, so you saw, wow. you
Yeah,
got a fresh take on
I
Uncle
watched
Buck?
it. Well, it's one of those things where it's like it's on AMC. I'm like, I gotta watch Uncle Buck right now. It's a lot more heartfelt than you probably imagine. It's silly. Those movies were silly, but it really is like the relationship between him and the kids is.
Then I'll
actually
go back.
pretty good.
I'm going to give Uncle Buck another try because I remember thinking it had big pancakes and there's that one girl with the sleazy boyfriend and
Yeah.
he scares him with a power drill and that's really all I remember.
Well, the guy's a shitbag and like tries to like rape her, and he
Yeah.
just fucking
Oh my God.
piece of
Horrible.
shit. He like
Yeah,
he, like,
he's really terrible.
Totally traumatizes the kid, which is good. Oh, I can't wait. I ordered these.
Did you really?
Yeah,
I was gonna
got
bring
one
it
for me and
up.
one for Andy.
I love that. But Great Outdoors, that's
Great Outdoors is phenomenal.
Yeah, it's a
Because
real good
I remember every single time I sit and have a big steak, I think of that scene. Where he has to
Absolutely.
finish the grizzle too.
Ew,
Yeah,
gross.
he's just
You
like
got to eat the grizzle.
Oh, gotta eat
That's
the
the
grizzle.
good stuff right there. You go water skiing there, just
Yeah.
amazing water skiing. A bald-butted bear.
That was back in the day when things were simpler, you know? When
Yeah.
Dan Aykroyd could make a good movie.
Yeah, that
And
was Dan
John
Aykroyd
Candy
could
was
make
still
a good
alive.
movie. Oh, I miss John Candy.
Dan Aykroyd made great movies all the way up until what the hell was his last good movie?
I don't know.
Probably.
What was it?
Can
Was
I
it
bring
Great
up?
Outdoors?
Could you bring up Dan Aykroyd's IMDb page, please? Let's pinpoint the exact moment he went from A-list to down the list.
Yeah.
Nick, do you want me
wonder
to show
what
this
it
actually, or
is.
should I just cut this out?
You can show it if you want.
I
Throw it
wonder
up
if
right
Great
now.
Outdoors isn't the last great Dan Aykroyd movie.
It maybe. It may
No,
well
he was
be.
good. He was good in Sneakers.
He was great in Sneakers.
Yeah.
Sneakers is a phenomenal movie.
Yeah,
That's
it's a really
why.
good movie.
Let's
We
see.
don't want
Just
writing.
go to.
Hold on.
Yeah, I don't want as a writer or a
Okay,
producer,
let's look
just
at that
actor.
Look at that actor there.
Let's go.
Oh, he was in Pixel.
Oh, he was in Pixels. That was a good movie.
Was
What,
it?
Pixels?
it?
No, but what, No.
That was the bad one.
It
That's
wasn't.
the bad one.
What,
That's
Pixels
the Adam
was Adam
Sandler
Sandler.
Danky Kang.
Yeah.
I heard it. Oh wait, did I see that?
Did you not watch it?
I'm thinking Wreck-It Ralph.
Yeah, that movie's good.
Was
Wreck-It
I
Ralph
think
is
also said
good.
Pixels was good though. It was
Pixels is
fun.
not good.
No.
No.
Oh, you know what? Gross Point Blank might have been the last good movie. he
Oh,
did.
that's
I
a good
liked
movie.
Christmas with the Cranks, which is
I'll be honest with you.
unpopular
Also,
opinion.
Evolution was not terrible. I watched that again the other night. It's on Amazon
Shout
Prime.
out to Pearl Harbor though.
He was in fucking Pearl Harbor.
What was he
Yeah.
doing in Pearl Harbor?
He was Captain
He was one
Thurman.
of the. I feel like he was working with. He was helping the love interest girl like find out what happened to them on their mission at the end.
Okay.
But I don't.
Amy Gill
100%
says
remember.
Pixels is V bad.
Oh my
I
gosh,
assume
was
that
he-
means very bad.
Yeah.
Was he in Crossroads with Britney Spears?
I hope so. Bow, bow, bow.
I don't
I
remember
think
that.
is that Crossroads, Kevin?
To
Can
be
you go up and
honest,
click on that
I always
Crossroads? Make
get
sure that's the Britney
Crossroads and
Spears one.
Coyote Ugly
What do you
mixed
say?
up.
2001
No,
Crossroads.
is where they go on the road trip with Britney Spears.
Yeah,
Coyote
click on
Ugly
that.
is
Make
the,
sure that's the right.
Is that the Piper
Crossroads.
Parable?
Piper
Piper.
Paraboo where she danced on the
There you
bar.
go.
The one with all the
Is that the
Leanne
one?
Rimes
Is that the
music.
one?
Yeah.
Oh, he is. He's in Crossroads.
Is he like her dad or something? in
I don't
Crossroads?
know. I don't remember.
I jumped back to find out what his name was, but oh, there it is.
That's all
Wow.
writing credits, Kev.
Yep, good call, Joey.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say Gross Point Blank, last great Dan Aykroyd film.
Also, he's killed by a television.
Fantastic.
What year
Yeah.
was that?
Beautiful moment.
Gross Point Blank probably scroll down a little bit. Late 90s, I want to say.
Now, you like
But
Christmas of the
Evolution,
Cranks, though, you
man.
said,
He was
Joey,
great in
right?
Evolution.
I did
What?
like Christmas.
You
with
said
the
you like
Cranks.
Christmas of the Cranks.
Who doesn't
right?
like
do.
Christmas with the Cranks? Here's my thing about Christmas with the Cranks. Okay, I finally watched that movie maybe 2 years ago. Sitting there thinking, now you know, my wife and I, every once in a while, people go, what are you going to do? Are you going to come to Christmas? We go, no, we're going to go travel. And they go, well, don't you want to spend time with us? And we go, no, we don't. We would like to spend time with ourselves and take a vacation. And the best time to do it is during Christmas. And they go, that's very selfish. And we go, yes, we know. Now, Christmas with the Cranks, they try to do the same thing, where he's like, we spend $5,000 or however much it is on this fucking Christmas party. Nobody appreciates us. It's cold. The whole neighborhood are assholes to us.
Yeah.
Let's just go. Let's just bounce. Maybe we'll just bounce. We'll
We
take
just
a
don't
vacation.
do Christmas this year.
Right.
It's fine.
And then the whole neighborhood goes, no, you can't do that. And they guilt them into doing Christmas again. And at the end of it, they're supposed to realize that.
Isn't it that their daughter decides to come home?
Yeah, something like that. And everyone's like, and then the town's like, they're shitty to them. Cause
Because they're like so mad because they're ruining like the holiday.
The holiday thing, like they didn't
spirit.
dress the house up or whatever.
Yeah.
To which I would have responded, hey, daughter, go fuck yourself. You weren't going to come home. We made plans.
Or just come to Hawaii or whatever it was.
Whatever, yeah, we'll buy you a ticket. Like this is the if my neighborhood was like that, I would be the most hated person in my neighborhood.
You'd be the Grinch.
Because they're like, why didn't you dress your house up? And I'd be like this, why don't you take some money out of your bank account, pay someone to dress my house up, but then the second I come back, that shit better be fucking gone. Dan Aykroyd. He's a smug motherfucker in this movie.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, I know better than you. And I'd be like this, when no one's looking, I'm gonna slap you in the fucking face, Dan
Look how
Aykroyd.
smug he looks in this poster.
Look at that smug motherfucker.
Look at that smug son of a bitch.
He does look smug.
Why is
What?
that UMD video for PSP?
That is amazing. This is when Tim Allen was like this is like the height of Tim Allen's power.
Right here, yeah.
You know?
No.
Yeah.
Look at him.
The height of his power was like
The Santa Claus.
yeah.
I feel like this was around that time.
That's
wasn't
around
it?
that time. Yeah, this is when Tim Allen
Santa Claus
could.
came.
Was like 96.
Really? Was that early?
We're about
Let's
to
find out.
I didn't realize it was that
I like where
early.
we just play 7 Degrees of Kevin Bacon
No, I
on the
love
show.
it. Oh my God, did I tell you that I watched Footloose on Saturday night?
Yes,
Really?
you told us all.
Before or after?
After. I came home and I was everyone's like,
94,
Oh, that was
Wow.
let's see,
that's
what was
much
Christmas
earlier
with the
than I
Cranks?
thought.
2001.
Oh, I'll tell you, I apologize. I forgot about Galaxy Quest. That is
It's
the
so
best
good.
Tim Allen movie ever
Alan
made.
Galaxy
Rickman?
Quest is great.
Fucking
It is
good.
fucking great.
Yeah, that's a great
If you
movie.
haven't seen Galaxy Quest, stop watching this garbage show and go watch that movie. It's fucking phenomenal.
Oh, I forgot that Sam Rockwell was in it too.
Yeah, he was
Yeah,
phenomenal in
he
it.
was, he was Guy, the red shirt.
He was like, I don't even have a last name. They're like, God, you have a last name. He's like, do I? Do I? He was so fucking good.
That movie had no business being as wonderful as it
Oh,
was.
dude, I sat in that theater as a Star Trek fan. I sat in that theater and you're like, Star Trek fans wrote this. Like somebody who loves all of them, the next generation, all of them sat down and wrote. Alan Rickman's phenomenal in it. Sigourney Weaver's so good in it. Like,
And I really like Missy Pyle. I think she's super funny in it
she's the one
too.
that plays the weird alien.
Yeah.
Tony
her-
Shalhoub's really good in it.
Oh, they're all great.
Yeah.
It's a great cast. Justin Long. It's a great cast.
Who's Missy Pyle?
She's the girl in the that girl.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's really funny.
The alien girl. Yeah.
She was also in Josie and the Pussycats, another underrated movie.
Oh, wow, God. I got to give a shout out to someone yesterday in the YouTube comments. I forget who it was who corrected me. I was talking about a Jeremy Piven movie called, I said Sell Hard, but it's not called Sell Hard. It's called The Goods, like Sell Hard, Sell Fast, whatever the fuck it is. It's a movie I started watching on Amazon Prime. Not a good movie, but everyone in it is like, they're like megastars now as far as like, they came from The Office and they're like Craig
yeah.
Robinsons and all these people. Some fucking hilarious parts in this movie. Hilarious parts. I gotta watch the back nine, the second half of it.
Got it.
Kevin, bring the shirt up.
Wait, I have a question. Did you watch all of Footloose?
I watched. So what happened was after prom, a bunch of people ordered pizzas. Obviously, there was pizza in the green room. Then my brother's crew ordered pizza. So I had one of those pieces, that pizza, second piece of pizza, and then D was like, "Hey, by the way, I got you pizza if you're hungry when you get home." Got home, I was like, "I don't even want any more pizza," but I was like, "It's there.
But it's there.
I don't want to eat it."
Sure.
And then I was like, "I really want to watch something," and I had Footloose, the soundtrack playing in my brain. I'm like, "How long has it been since I watched Footloose?" So I rented it on Amazon Prime, watched an hour of it, and then watched the next hour on Sunday instead of going to Punchline because I was
pretty
really
solid.
hungover. And it was fun. And it's a
Footloose
great movie.
Footloose has a great soundtrack.
He was beautiful
Still to
in
this
that
day.
movie, I want to say.
Yeah.
He was beautiful. Great movie. Some deals with some deep themes.
Right?
Themes that I did not even think. I was like, wow. It's like
It's like this
themes
movie
of like
about
deep
dancing.
loss, abuse, bigotry,
Yeah.
like all sorts of things, like
A lot of
censorship.
family drama all wrapped in there.
I will
It's not
say
just
this.
about dancing.
This is the most amazing thing to me, though, right? For a town that has outlawed dancing,
They're all very
they're
good
all
dancers.
really fucking good at dancing.
How do they know how to do this?
How did those two kids know how to break dance?
I don't know.
I mean, I guess
And
at
the
this
guy
point,
was like, yeah,
this is
it's so
pre-internet.
crazy.
So like, how the fuck did they learn how to breakdance?
Do they just all go over the state lines?
I guess.
learn?
Is there like a breakdance teacher that's like, I am making so much money? Like
Hand over fist.
they're lobbying to keep the law in place
So
over
they-
Beaumont County, so that when you go over to the next county, they could just start teaching
Just
people
like a
shit.
monopoly on breakdance teaching
Literally,
lessons.
my wife was like, I would like this. Like, there's a part where they go to like a local drive-in,
Mm-hmm.
and Laurie Singer, the main female character, puts the boombox on, and she's
Yeah.
like, I got this tape, and it's like band music,
Yeah.
even though it's just the run-of-the-mill pop rock and roll. Puts it in, presses play, everyone starts dancing
Dancing.
around the entire. Now, boombox is about this big,
But it's
somehow
the
echoing
entire
throughout the entire thing.
drive-in.
Everyone's dancing. The kid who's playing the video game is dancing,
Yeah.
right? The fucking cook's like dancing, like she starts fucking just like she can't
Going
dance for
for it.
shit, by the way, but she's dancing and going for it. And my wife's like, I just want that to happen once in my life. Now, my wife grew up and was a professional dancer in LA
Yeah.
for like 19 years. I was like, are you gonna tell me that in the 19 years you were around nothing but dancers, someone
This never
never
happened?
played a song you guys didn't break out into dance? And she was like, touche. Touche.
This was a thing that
That was a
happened.
thing that happened to her a lot.
Oh my gosh, that's so fun.
Kevin, did we bring this up yet?
No, we haven't.
Oh, let's bring it up. I bought some of these. Bonfire.com/horse-wrestling-league. If you guys want one of these shirts, go buy it. Whoever, I
I
forget
need one.
I forget the best friend that put
we
this up.
never make this shirt?
It's John Liebrick, I think.
Yeah, he's not making any money off it. He just did it out of the kindness of his heart. So go over if you guys want one of these. I ordered one for me and one for Andy.
It's such a good design.
I'll share the link. It's also on Reddit.
I don't know why we never made this shirt. I think it's because people hate my creativity.
I think it was because we didn't think we could keep the joke going
No,
for long
and we
enough
definitely- we
for
sure
us to
shit
put it
did
into
not.
production.
It's one of those things that it needed to be when the joke was hot that week. We needed to have the shirt on the store.
Yeah.
Exclusive, only 100, and maybe we would have sold. But I doubt. Like, look, we've sold 15.
yeah.
So I think our instinct was
Even
correct.
at peak horse wrestling
Well, also, this is-
mania, I don't know that we could have sold 100.
Guys, I mean, this is, I feel like, only been up on Reddit. It's the only place I saw it. Maybe
It's
some
been up
people
for
tweeted
like,
about
it says 15 days, but
I mean, we're slow.
I swear to God,
or
it's
do you
been up
think
for
that
like
there's
4
15
months.
days left?
I think there's only 15 days left.
Yeah. So maybe it's like a 15 day.
Well, I think it's one of those things where like if they sell a certain amount, then they'll make them. I think they had to sell at least 5 for them to print, like actually make them. But we've sold 15, so let's sell more of them. It's going to
so
be my
good.
second favorite shirt. First favorite shirt, this. Can you take a picture and send this to Snow Mike?
Yeah, sure.
Because he's probably not watching. He doesn't. He's too big for us now.
I know.
No,
Wait.
the whole thing.
I know, but you need to move. Yeah.
No, Joey, the whole thing, Joey.
Oh, that's good. Okay.
All right.
I'll send it to Snow Mike.
Ah, Jesus Christ. We're going to get through this. I don't know what
It'll
the
be
headline.
great.
The headline for this show is going to be just the relaxed,
Yeah.
just chill show.
Just hanging out. The 7 Degrees of Kevin Bacon episode.
I'll be honest with you. So, you know Brienne, Miss
Mm-hmm.
Movies, love her. She came up to prom.
Yes, I did see
She
her.
does her
Rocking
podcast.
that baby
Rock,
from
nobody
Dirty
puts baby in a
Dancing
corner.
dress.
Nobody puts baby in a corner.
It's excellent.
She does 6 Degrees, her podcast.
Mm-hmm.
6 Degrees of Feature Film, I think is what the whole thing's called. For the longest time, I thought it was, before I went on it, I thought it was just,
you.
thank you, bud.
Cool Greg's the best, man.
He is the best. I thought, dude, I'll tell you though, they do not brew their coffee as thick as everyone else's.
It's like still pretty,
I don't mind it.
whatever. It's
You were
coffee.
saying something about her podcast. You thought it was.
I thought it was 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon. So when I went on it, I prepared all of my Kevin Bacon. I was like researching, because I want to play 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon at some point on GOG.
Ooh.
Maybe we'll do it today.
I don't know that we have the brain power.
That's
for
why it's going to be
that.
hilarious. Kevin,
Dude,
are you
I'm
familiar with
totally
6
in.
Degrees of Kevin Bacon?
Yeah, you just got to get a Kevin Bacon, right?
Within 6 moves.
Which is so, I wonder how they decided on Kevin Bacon
It
being
just became,
the,
because Kevin Bacon did so many fucking movies in the 80s and 90s that it is literally like, that was the joke of like, oh, everyone's been in a movie with Kevin Bacon.
yeah.
And that just became the joke. You can do any actor, it doesn't matter who.
But Kevin Bacon is like the,
It's literally
most-
impossible to find an actor that you
most
can't do within
central-
6 degrees of Kevin Bacon. He just did so many.
I want to see how many movies he's credited for. See if it's out of the norm.
It's not
90
out of the norm.
credits.
Oh yeah, 90 credits. It's
But he did a
less
lot.
than
He did a
10,
lot of TV toward
Alright, you
that.
guys
He actually
talking about-
apparently lost a lot of money in the whole Bernie Madoff thing.
Really?
Yeah, I was reading this trivia because I'm obsessed with Kevin Bacon now. Apparently, he lost like most of his life savings when Madoff went down.
Is that why did like a resurgence of acting stuff?
That's why he's on a lot of TV right now.
Yeah, he did.
He's still with Kira Sedgwick.
Really?
Yeah, they got 2 kids together.
That's
And
impressive.
they look exactly like him, which is weird.
You remember that
Weird
movie
to
where
see
you
mini
see his
Kevin Bacon.
infrared penis?
Hollow Man?
Yeah,
Hollow
Hollow
Man.
Man. It's like
He played a bad guy in that movie.
he's a weird bad guy in that movie.
Yeah, I don't like Kevin Bacon as a bad guy, although I did like him as Sebastian Shaw
Yeah, he was great as
in
Sebastian
X-Men
Shaw.
First Class. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, he's pretty spectacular.
I feel like
love
they
Kevin.
fucked up Sebastian Shaw though.
Really? You didn't like
Well,
him?
that's what John Reisinger said. They totally messed him up, and I was like, who cares? You fucking comic
his
book
character?
nerds.
Yeah, he's very different than this
Like,
comic
you guys are always like, oh, they didn't do his character justice. And I was like, he went like this, and it took people's powers with that dope effect.
Yeah.
I was like, that's fucking freaky and cool.
Plus, he died by a quarter through his head.
That was the fucking trippiest death sequence ever. You could tell he could like he played it perfect because he couldn't move, but you could tell in his eyes that he was aware of what was happening as it was going through his head. That was brutal.
It was fucked up in
X-Men First Class.
Xavier had the link with him so he could feel it.
You would think that Xavier would have been like, let's just let him go for a second.
No, because then he would just kill everyone.
Yeah, but he would have just killed Magneto, and then he could have stopped him again.
But he loves Magneto.
Fuck Magneto. He's a bad guy.
Okay, all right. Let's.
You see what I'm saying?
Let's save this for next
I
week.
have a legitimate question. After we do XCU
Joey.
and review, can we just do Galaxy Quest and review?
Just one.
Just one.
Just throw it in there, sure.
Just one. Okay.
We can also just watch Galaxy Quest today. If we want
That
to.
sounds good.
I think it's on Netflix.
Is it really?
I'm gonna check right
It
now.
was for a while. I don't know if it is anymore.
Gosh, I'm so excited.
I know. Dude,
What's up, man?
I don't know. Tip reminder, $5 or above. Help us out. We're dying today. Let's go into some news. I got Jared here. I want to bring up the story. This first and only story today comes from IGN.com. Shocker, 4th of July week, when 4th of July is midweek. Slow news week.
Not a lot of
Not
stuff
a lot of
going on.
people paying attention to stuff. Apparently, a single disintegrating Back to the Future 2 shoe just sold for $100,000. Jared, without knowing any more details about this, is that high or low for this shoe?
For that shoe, I think that paying $100,000 for a shoe is something only rich people with more money than they know what to do with can do. So I'm going to say that's too much for a shoe.
That's too much for a shoe, but look at it now.
It's not that disintegrated too.
Yeah, it's still a shoe. I mean, I understand historical items having important relevance, cultural relevance, and being sentimental, but $100,000 for a shoe is too much. Especially a shoe you're never going to wear.
Yeah, you can't wear that shoe. They did do a redo of these, right? Didn't they
Yeah.
have like a special edition of those that came out a few
Couple
years
years
back?
ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they like auctioned them off, and it was like 15 grand, I think, right?
To quote the late, great Harrison Ford, because I saw him die in that Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
He's been dead for a while now.
No,
It-
I think
it
he
belongs-
actually died inside right around the Crystal Skull.
Oh, okay.
That's when he really died.
But to quote Harrison Ford, it belongs in a museum.
It does belong in a museum. I'm sure there are a few floating around because I'm sure they made more than one pair
Yeah.
for the movies. I'm sure there's a few floating around that are in a museum someplace,
Yeah.
if I'm
Probably
not mistaken.
Do
better.
you think the
preserved.
shoes are like the General Lee? There's like one for every crash.
They made a lot of General Lees.
They did. Oh, I have a friend that has one of the General Lee fenders in his house.
I watched a lot of car shows,
Uh-huh.
and the one of them rebuilt a General Lee that was used. It was the one that actually did the jump through the train. So it was one of the jump cars. It wasn't actually it wasn't a car that was they drove around in like as a prop car. It was a jump car, so it was like super reinforced.
Yeah.
But it was just crumpled, and they over the span of the entire season, they literally had to pull this fucking car like back
out
into like its shape and redo all the metal work, and they made it. What's crazy about that is the weird thing is if you see some of them in person, they're red, they're not orange.
Oh, I didn't know
because
that.
of the film stock they used. They actually they wanted it to be a color called race car red, race car red, which is actually an orange. If you see it in person, it's actually kind of a vibrant orange color. They wanted it to be that color, and they did a bunch of tests on film, and the best representation of that in daylight with the film stock they were using was like fire engine red.
No, that's interesting.
It was
'cause
weird.
The one he had was definitely like kind of the deepest red of your little lightning bolts on your shirt, or the deepest orange.
That is
was
race.
like-
This is like race car red right here.
Yeah, that was.
So
about the
maybe
color
maybe
of the
some
one
of them
he
were,
had.
but some of them the one that they had was like they were like we're painting it the color that
So-
it should be, not the color that it was when it was original.
That's really cool about the film stock, though. I didn't
Yeah.
know that. Also, thinking
super
about like,
interesting.
does that mean they had to paint that racist flag on top like pink to get it to look red on film?
I'm not sure what they did with the Confederate flag there. But what's funny is they were like, I don't think they had a debate when they were rebuilding the car. But I mean, that's one of those things that you have to now deal with where you're like, if you were to restore the General Lee and it was an actual General Lee, do you put the Confederate flag on top?
I think it depends on your purpose. I mean, I do think that things like that belong in museums, for example, where they can be contextually presented to show, look, this is a thing that happened. We can't pretend it didn't happen.
Sure.
But we're also not
they've
gonna rub it
taken
in
all
your
of the old
face.
reruns of the Dukes of Hazzard off.
And I think
right?
that's probably a good idea.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so. Again, historical context is very important when you're presenting iconography that has a racist background to it. I really think you need to have a proper understanding of where and how that happened. That's why I think the statues and parks thing, that like those should in fact be taken down, because you're literally just rubbing people's faces and here's a guy that did horrible things.
Yeah.
But we're honoring him. Whereupon if you're talking in a classroom or a museum and you're contextualizing what happened, you don't want to forget these awful things took place. You don't want to pretend they never happened, but you also, I think that's the proper spot to be talking about that kind of thing. So if this car is going in a museum and it's going to be presented with, here's this thing that happened, here's why it was done the way it was, here's why we now go, dear God, that was terrible.
What if you just want to drive the car down the streets of San Francisco and go, ha 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 ha?
I think that, kind of like Office Space, I do believe you get your ass kicked.
Yeah. Now let
I
me
don't
ask you
know
this
that
question.
I feel like people would recognize it as like a
cultural icon.
Yeah, not to the degree of like the Ghostbuster mobile kind of a thing, but like in that.
I
general
wish Greg were here
echelon.
to hear you call it the Ghostbuster
The
mobile.
Ghostbuster Ecto one, the
There we go.
Ghostbuster
Thank
mobile.
you.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because one time I was like, what's that? The plasma blaster thing is the neutrino one, and I was like, oh God, I want to bully you if you weren't so big. You're such a fucking mountain of a man. I could bully him.
Just do it.
I think Joey's right that it's a cultural icon. My problem with it is that it's a cultural icon that was almost sickeningly insensitive. I mean, I grew up loving the Dukes of Hazzard. I owned little General Lees with rebel flags on them, and I sent them flying off little jump stands that I made. And and then I got older and looked back at the context of that symbolism and went, oh, well, that's just a terrible thing.
A couple comments that I think are interesting on this. First off, Shin Nick 3 says, most collectors have the General Lee, quote, restored to grabber red. I'm not sure what color. Kevin, can you Google grabber red? I want to see if it's the color I'm thinking of. It's more of a deeper red, if I'm not mistaken. And then Dr. Funder says Kirk's shirt was green to look yellow on film in the original series.
That's super interesting.
Know that?
I know. Things like that are weird. I'm so fascinated by that because they just like, the art director's like, we want it to look this color, and then you do the screen test with it. You're like, that does not look that color. And we've obviously like, I would like to say, oh, look how far we've come, but sometimes our wall is green.
Oh no! And every time we put up Red Dead
we got
Radio
it.
on this wall, like we get that weird effect
Yeah.
behind because of the red in it. It just does that weird wavy thing.
It's crazy. Now let me ask you this question. Sorry, go ahead.
I looked up grabber red General Lee, and is that how you spell
That-
grabber?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
It just looks.
That might be, I
orange.
think that was the original color they painted it. Maybe I'm remembering it being more red than not. But I think it's supposed to read as the one on the right there. See the differences in the reds?
The one on the right.
So keep going down. Like you see the orange versus. That's the color it was. Right to your left. That's the color it was when you look at it on film. But I think they had to paint it the one above that so it would read that color.
When Bo and
makes sense.
Luke Duke took that season off when I was a child, do you remember that they had this
I
contract?
just
dispute?
always remember thinking, and then, didn't they bring in the other dukes?
They
or
brought
some
in
shit?
other cousins. I cried. Like I remember, I wept. Bo and Luke were going away. Also, to this day, when I hear the phrase "Jesus take the wheel," you ever heard that phrase? That song, "Jesus
Carrie
take the
Underwood.
wheel." Anytime I hear that phrase, I imagine like Bo and Luke Duke in the General Lee driving, and like Bo screaming, "Jesus take the wheel!" and Jesus grabs the wheel while like Bo leans out the window and shoots arrows out the window at the squad car coming behind them, because things like that would.
I just remember when Smallville happened.
Oh yeah.
And one of the Dukes of Hazzards was on it as the dad. I was like, nice, dude.
Yeah, one of the Dukes
Welcome
was there.
back,
One of them
brother.
Duke boys. But yeah, that
Well, let me ask you this
show.
question about like you're talking. We're getting a little deep right now. We're getting a little meta. Where do you come down on them pulling all of the old episodes of Roseanne?
Oh, like just it.
The original TV show, they pulled them all.
I think it was a good choice. Again, I don't think they'll be pulled forever. I think that viewed contextually, this stuff's important. I don't think it needs to be waved in our faces, especially right now. We can't obliterate history, and we shouldn't, because if you obliterate history, you forget the mistakes that were made. But you also don't need to be waving it in people's faces at the moment. People that want to watch old Roseanne episodes have ways to do that right now. They may not be as convenient as some would prefer, but it's not like Roseanne has been purged from the public consciousness. It's not like Dukes of Hazzard can't be watched anymore. You can dig up your old sets and do that.
You don't think it's a little bit phony to like pull something that you know eventually will come back, like Hulk Hogan was pulled off WWE stuff, and like he's slowly now getting like reintegrated.
Let me put it this way. I don't think that it's necessarily disingenuous. When you're faced with the question of, well, I can pull these or not pull them, there are problems with each. Pulling them does maybe make you look phony or image conscious. Not pulling them makes you look like an idiot. Because at that moment you're sitting there going, yes, why aren't you pulling these? Well, you have two bad choices. The less offensive, I'm always going to opt for the choice that's less likely to bring pain to people. And pulling it hurts one group of people. Not pulling it hurts another. I would much rather cause harm to the people that are sad they can't watch a TV show than to the people that are going, oh God, this is racially offensive.
But was the original Roseanne racially offensive? That's the question. 'Cause I don't remember it being, but I watched it when I was a kid.
Current gen.
I think because she was much more liberal back then, right?
It's not just a matter of the politics, though. It's a matter of what she's chosen to do in the moment. What she means now is different than what she meant 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And I think
but the question is, some of the messages from 20 years ago are still relevant and still powerful.
And I think they'll be re-examined.
So isn't that sad?
I think that'll be re-examined. I think it'll just take time.
It'll be interesting to see what happens with the Connors.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see what that
that they bring that back, because on some level I respect that. I respect that they got together and said we still want to give this crew and this cast work. We still have some very talented people working on this, but at the same time there's a small maybe 5% of me that's like, this does seem a little like a money grab. Like I know I was the person like when this whole thing went down that said I'm really sad for like the. I was sad for the cast and crew, the people who were behind the scenes, behind the cameras. Who then lost their jobs because it was a successful show. But it's also like, it'll be weird to see it and what it becomes without her.
Yeah, I'm wondering about that too.
Yeah.
I am glad for
Now, granted, I didn't even watch the new Roseanne when it came back.
Yeah, me either.
So this is all very arbitrary for me because I don't actually give a fuck about network TV anymore, but people do.
Well, in summary, I realize I kind of babbled around it there to the original question. You're going to hurt somebody, you might as well hurt people that want entertained instead of hurting people
I don't think you're hurting anyone by pulling a TV show that's 30 years old. You're not hurting anyone.
That's what I
You're
mean.
disappointing maybe a couple people who
will.
willfully want to be disappointed because they feel like that's the thing that's the hill they're gonna die on for that moment.
Yeah.
I'm not disappointed they pulled Roseanne. At no point in my life was I like, well, that's actually not true. Maybe at some point I would have gone back and rewatched Roseanne, because at no point in my life would I ever thought I was going to rewatch all of Friends, all of Entourage, and almost all of Cheers. But I don't need that in my life. That's just a distraction.
Right.
At
I
this
can go
point.
watch Birth of a Nation right now. I can go watch Triumph of the Will right now. And I should be able to, because they're important. Roseanne is a historically important television show and will remain so. But right now, it sticks in the craw.
Roseanne, originally, better or worse than Cheers?
I preferred Cheers, but Cheers is more my kind of show. Roseanne was a little more gritty. I liked my television at that point a little more escapist.
Follow-up question. Friends or Seinfeld? This will define our relationship.
That's a hard one.
If I had to live in a world with only one, it's probably going to be Seinfeld.
There it is.
Yes, thank you.
But here, I don't put them necessarily on the same plane of
Sure, Joey.
television.
But if you
No.
have to choose one,
They were both, well, they weren't from an intellectual level.
Yeah.
Because I thought Seinfeld was always a lot more meta and smarter, but they were
that
from
was
a
way more
success
on the
level.
totally.
Friends was just as big
Well,
as Seinfeld when it
I
was on.
put Seinfeld in the Arrested Development category of there was a higher level. It wasn't. I feel like Friends was a little bit more cheap laughs,
They did
wish-
something.
which I still love
I was just gonna say I wish Arrested Development had
Stopped?
continued. No, I wish they had continued back then.
at the time.
Oh
they were
yeah, because they
good.
lost it.
Yeah.
They definitely lost it.
And it's just so sad to see them just try. I want to say they're half-assing it. Maybe they're full-assing it, but it just doesn't seem like it.
I will say a fun fact about Friends that I find very, very fascinating is that they were one of the first shows, at least that I know of, to all negotiate their salaries together.
yeah.
And that's one of the reasons why they said that the show lasted for so long, because there was no infighting amongst the actors.
It was
They were
like
just like,
ensemble.
we're all negotiating together. We're all gonna get, and at a point, I think the 7th or 6th season, they were all making
Yeah, although
millions of
Friends
dollars
was
per episode.
Frankly
Fucking
on
baller.
too long. I mean,
Oh
I
God!
agree with
I think
that.
that's
Friends went
most
on
shows.
4 seasons too long. I just watched all of them. By the fourth season, they all become caricatures of themselves.
Yeah.
Joey's the most compelling character because
Yeah.
he's the only one that
Towards
has
the end,
depth.
yeah.
Him and Phoebe have depth. Monica is just a psychopath. Chandler was clearly going through a lot of problems.
Yeah.
His character becomes like nothing toward the end of it, and then kind of comes back, as I think he came back after his alcoholism.
Right.
Ross is a fucking annoying monster.
Yeah, Ross,
Who just is
of
an
all
annoying
time,
monster.
Ross just becomes awful. He
He's
just becomes a
awful.
horrible human being.
A horrible human being. Jennifer
I kinda
Aniston,
like
also
that.
a
Oh, wait,
horrible
what
human
do you
being.
got, Joey?
Everyone always hates on Ross, and I find that there's something.
No, go back and
About
watch
him.
it. He's
Well, early Ross is great.
Early
Later-
Ross is good because he had morals and scruples.
Yeah, he's
Late
still-
Ross is like 3 divorces, just completely outlandish, makes absolutely the wrong choice at every given point.
Yeah.
And his sister's a psychopath who's very abusive to Chandler. I'm just putting it out there. She was very abusive to him.
Have you read this whole theory? Somebody came up with it. I just
Peabot.
love this. I've been rewatching, like you, all the episodes recently. And
Yeah.
somebody advanced this theory that Phoebe Buffay is actually a woman named Regina Phalange who's in the witness protection program.
Yeah.
Oh,
And has
that's
just made
interesting.
her entire past up and now is slipping back into her old identity. Like she's just letting
That's hilarious.
the Regina Phalange. If you watch all the episodes in that context, this is my favorite fan theory ever.
Dude, I have so much more respect for Lisa Kudrow than I did originally
she's
watching
great.
that series. Because when I watched the series, I always thought Phoebe was kind of the comic relief. Going back and looking at her performances now, I'm like, God, she was fucking brilliant in that
Yeah.
show. Not only that, but I think she was supposed to be, if I'm not mistaken, I think she was up for the role of Elaine in Seinfeld at some point.
Really?
see that.
And I think that Julia Louis-Dreyfus got it because she had a better relationship with
Seinfeld?
with Larry David.
Yeah.
But I maybe I'm wrong on that. She was like all of those people were like getting hot around the same time and were
Yeah.
like plug and play into these various different shows. So it's fascinating to see who got what and where.
Yeah.
And then poor Ryan Reynolds got that Pizza Guy show and just his career tanked until Deadpool.
Now to ask you were asking
Which
me
one?
about
Which
Friends v. Cheers.
Yeah.
Where do you fall on Cheers v. Frasier?
Oh, I think Frasier's a better show.
Me too.
I
Yeah,
do.
me too.
I think it is. I think they just had more. I think they had better. Cheers got very weird and kind of went off track after Shelley Long left.
Yeah.
And then they brought in Kirstie Alley.
The first
and
season
she
of
just
Kirstie Alley's pretty good.
it's
Now
great.
after that, it gets a little weird.
It's weird, and it's also just like Sam and Diane.
Yeah.
It's in the fucking song. They wrote a song about it, for Christ's sake.
Yeah.
It wasn't Sam and Kirstie Alley.
There are plenty of great late Frasier or great late Cheers episodes, but there's not nearly as many as there are. Frasier ran like 11 seasons, and like 8 or 9 of them are really
They're
good.
really good. And the last season's actually pretty good too. The last few episodes, I
There's
thought
a
were
few,
very
yeah.
heartfelt.
The last few are good. Frasier to this day, like one of the best written shows in terms of in sitcom history. Like it's just clever writing through and through.
Very clever, very formulaic toward the end there, though.
Yeah.
You really start seeing behind the curtain where you're like, if you watch them over and over again, you're like, oh, I know. I mean, obviously, it's not that hard to figure out what the fuck's gonna happen, but there was a formula for those shows
There was.
that is still very much in use today.
They are better or were better at taking 22 minutes of television and using 21 of those minutes to build up toward a punchline
Yeah.
than any show I've
Well,
ever
but the
watched.
Fraser character, and this is what's so fascinating, is we've talked about this ad nauseum, obviously, but we have nothing else to talk about today, so shut up, chat. People are like, what is happening? I'm like, everything and nothing at the same time. The Fraser character, who would have thought, was the most fascinating and multi-dimensional character from all of the Cheers shows. I would have
No
thought
one
for sure
ever
a Ted
would've thought
Danson
that,
show
yeah.
or a Norm show or the Cliff show would have done it, but Fraser, this kind of side character in the
Yeah.
Cheers universe, comes out and is just fascinated. They just really did a great job.
There was
with that.
apparently a poll of which spin-off character, like before they did the show, they polled the audience, and Frasier was the character that polled least interesting, like the one that people least
Because
wanted
you
to show
hated him.
from, and that's who they went for.
And they leaned into that because, well, they went for all of them. They tried to do all of them.
Right.
And they just tried to see what stuck. But what was fascinating about Frasier is you hated his character when he was standing opposite of Ted Danson.
Right.
When he was by himself, you really related to that character because he was all fake bravado
Yeah.
and all insecurity, like
Insecurity.
real insecurity.
Can you
And he was a
imagine-
therapist that knew this but couldn't do it, that couldn't recognize it in himself.
Can you imagine the pitch meeting for Frasier? Like before
Kelsey
the
Grammer's
show's ever
phenomenal.
been seen, because you sit down and it's like, okay, so we're gonna have Frasier, the least popular character on Friends or on Cheers, the insecure guy. Then we're gonna have his brother, Niles, who's just like him but worse.
Yeah.
Then we're gonna have his grumpy dad
And that cute dog.
and a cute
Eddie.
dog, a housekeeper, and we'll add a promiscuous, snarky producer.
Yeah. Oh,
And
no.
people would have just looked at that and been like, this is the worst idea for a show ever.
I apologize. Lisa Kudrow was not supposed to be Elaine. She was in the running for Roz.
Roz.
In
She would have been a
Frasier.
great Roz.
She was in the running for Roz and got
Interesting.
Friends instead, and I think went over and did that show instead.
Perry
That's
Gitlin. One of my first crushes.
Oh,
Yeah.
still, if I met her today, I'd be like, I'm married, but let her know.
She's so good in that character. Roz was great because she could smack Frasier around, and he needed that so
Yeah.
bad. Like he needed.
Also, they
somebody
had a
to-
little thing. Remember?
Well, they did. They had that fling that one time.
They had a little thing. I always thought they should wind up together.
I liked that they didn't, and I'd liked if they had.
There's a lot of missed opportunities as far as I'm concerned in mainstream media of couples, right? The most egregious, of course, Harry and Hermione should have wound up together. This is
Look at that.
complete and total
I
bullshit.
concur.
They just threw Ginny in there. She's the little
I don't like
sister
it.
that he would not have been attracted to. It's a little creepy, and she's fucking looks exactly like his mom. It's weird.
I'm going to get in trouble here. I'm going to make people angry.
Go for it.
I am one of the 5 people in America that like Joey and Rachel. I thought that made sense.
It made total sense.
I
Their
don't hate
relationship
it.
was so much better than anything else's.
Yeah.
Well, everyone wanted obviously Joey and what's her butt Phoebe to wind up. That didn't make any sense.
Yeah.
By the way,
liked-
shout out to Paul Rudd, who was the only reoccurring
So
regular that
good.
made it through the rest of the series.
I like-
Everyone else came in, did like 3. Bruce Willis came in, did like 3 episodes out. Tom Selleck like 7 episodes out. Paul Rudd comes
Tom
in, everyone's
Selleck
like,
was so good on
this
that,
guy's
though.
a superstar. He's gonna be Ant-Man and the Wasp one day.
Well, and I feel like Phoebe had the most fun boyfriends because she had Paul Rudd and she had Hank Azaria.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, man, just keep bringing these guys back.
Oh, she had Michael Rappaport as well.
had a lot of
She had a
great
lot of great boyfriends. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Although Monica did have Alec Baldwin for a little while. As fun
That,
Bobby.
Well, and
those
she had Tom
episodes
Selleck
were
too, though.
fucking. Oh yeah, she had Tom Selleck, and Tom Selleck at the height of his mustache game.
Yeah.
man.
And that was the
Height
thing
of
of
the
like,
mustache
oh,
game.
this is like your dad's friend, but like it's Tom Selleck, so you totally get it. Of like, yeah, he's
Are
Tom
you
Selleck.
kidding me? I would bang the shit out of Tom Selleck. Look, I would be like, I've never thought about doing this before, but Tom, let's go. Whatever you need from
Do you
me,
watch
I will
Blue
give to you
Bloods?
physically
To
and
be
emotionally.
fair, Nick, let's be honest. He would bang shit out of you.
Oh yeah, I'd be the bottom
I mean,
on that
that's-
one.
it's-
Oh yeah, I would take whatever he had to offer. Whatever sandwich you wanted to deliver, I'm open for deliveries.
Because I think you're very manly, but I think Tom Selleck is more manly.
Oh
Tom
God,
Selleck,
yes.
man.
He's like, I'm like a little man compared to his big manliness.
Well, that's how I feel about Sam Elliott. Like, I have a huge
Oh,
crush on
man,
Sam
Sam
Elliott,
Elliott.
and I want him to just wrap his manly arms around me.
So I'll tell you, there's 2 movies right now I'm gonna throw out your way.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
All right.
There's a movie that Sam Elliott was in called Fatal Beauty. Sorry, Whoopi Goldberg. Love
Which
that
I have
movie.
not seen.
I don't know that I've seen that
Love
either.
that movie. Like a slightly more serious Whoopi Goldberg movie about drug dealers in the 80s. Action-y, very bad. Love it. Then he's also in a movie called Roadhouse.
That,
Now,
I'm
I don't
aware of
know.
that movie.
I don't know if you've seen this movie
I've
or
heard of
not,
this motion picture.
but
That had Pat Sajak in it, right?
it did have Pat Sajak in it.
Yeah.
Was he the bad guy?
No, Pat Sajak was not in Roadhouse.
Who was the bad guy,
When
though?
I was a kid, I used to confuse Patrick Swayze and Pat Sajak for some reason.
Because it's very similar human beings.
Yeah.
Did a lot of the
one
same
being
things.
a giant, brawny dancer martial artist, and the other being a game show host.
Richard Draken says, Nick, come on, Roadhouse. What? I just said it. Are you not here?
What's
You
the
can't talk
other-
Sam Elliott without bringing up. It's the best movie he's ever done. That and he's also in The Big Lebowski.
Yeah, he is. As the
As the
stranger.
narrator.
Fantastic as the stranger. in The Big
other-
Fantastic.
Lebowski.
Hey, dude, how
Yeah.
you doing?
Wonderful on Parks and Rec is Other Ron.
Oh, was he?
He was Other Ron. Yeah,
That's
he's-
awesome.
have you never seen him doing Other Ron?
No.
Oh,
man.
it's really good, Nick.
He's doing, what's his name? Ron's the Nick Offerman character,
He is
right?
Yeah.
he is the mirror universe version of Nick Offerman's character.
Nick Offerman is genius.
Yes,
he is
he
a
is.
genius actor. He is the ultimate straight man to
Yeah,
everyone's goofiness.
1,000%.
God bless him.
Yeah, he is superb. And being the ultimate straight man is like the hardest job in Hollywood. I think being a good straight man is just about the hardest thing you can do.
Oh, yeah, it has because everyone wants to be the funny guy.
Yeah.
But every funny guy needs a straight man.
Yeah,
for
that's
every Nick, there has to be a Tim Gettys.
The sublime genius of Phil
Tim's my
Hartman.
straight man.
Phil
Yes.
Hartman, the greatest straight man of all time.
Phil's one of those guys that you look at and you're like, it's like I watched that Ric Flair documentary and how they said Ric Flair was always great because he always made everyone else around
Yes.
him look great. Phil Hartman was one of those guys. too,
Exactly.
where he was just there and he would be like on news radio specifically where he would be that character and he would be so different than everyone else that he would make everyone else just shine.
Yeah.
Like, and he had his goofy fucking moments too, but he was so good.
No, you
He
need
was
that
so
straight
good.
man. You need that straight man. Or straight lady.
Or straight.
that.
Straight person.
Straight person of some kind.
Straight human.
Straight human
human.
indeed.
Do we have, let's go into some tips real quick. Do we have PSL Love His Best Friend XOXO? You're going to read that today.
Oh, goody. I'm
It's going to
excited.
be great. Why don't you read that while I pull up tips?
Okay.
How's that sound?
That sounds great.
All right.
For P.S. I Love This Best Friend, you can nominate somebody in the community that's doing something cool. You can just go to kindoffunny.com/bestfriend. Give them some love. You should do that because sometimes we start to run low on people and then it gets awkward. Then we do just like repeat ones back to back because I don't realize that people have submitted it twice because they thought.
It doesn't matter.
It's a whole thing.
It's more love.
This is true.
You know what's more fun than having sex with someone once? Doing it again because you figure some stuff out. You're like, I know what that person likes now.
Oh,
Yeah.
Lord.
Look at this shmee. Bring this up.
It's with the tip.
Bring it up, shmee.
It's the tip.
Bring the shmee.
Read the tip.
All right.
Today, Johnny Hayes is shouting out Kadena Henderson. Johnny said, since we've started talking, Kadena has always been amazing to me and helped me through so much, and it's meant the world to me to have such a good friend from this community. I'm writing this the morning of Kind of Funny prom, so I don't know if she's won or not, but she's always going to be the Kind of Funny prom queen in my heart.
That's nice.
Very cute.
She did not
She's pretty
win.
great.
She should have won. But instead, you sick motherfuckers picked Zyger.
Thanks for that, by the way.
And thanks for that. Because Zyger, I'm not sure if it traumatized him or if he enjoyed it more or if it's a little column A and B.
I don't like
But
that.
somehow
little
it's
both.
making that kid more twisted. He showed up with the little like girly hair things, the butterfly clips.
Greg also is just continuing to encourage him by promoting gal gun games, which is a bold move.
Bold move.
Tip time. Ish tipped us a nice tip and said, hey, best friends, if anyone is still in SF, let's hang out. A group of best friends will be at Pier 39 tomorrow for 4th of July festivities. Event starts at 3, fireworks at 9:30 p.m. Let's keep the party going. DM me at ishkebab906. That's ISHKABOB 906. Hashtag KF, 4th, hashtag KF prom. Yeah, we do fireworks in the city, by the way, and if there's no fog, they're going to be amazing. If there is fog, it looks like aliens are attacking.
Because all the smoke just holds, too.
Yeah,
if there's
just
no
you
breeze.
just see lights in the sky and hear it, and it's weird. It's very fucking weird.
Oh, picture this would be so sad.
Teatro,
Pedro.
that's what I meant. 1214 says, feels weird not spending money on Ubers or Lyfts to rush to a community event, so here's a few bucks to compensate. Hope you guys are recovering well. Enjoy time off when you can take it.
Thanks, Mike.
Eric Heitz, who, by the way, was my vote for prom king. I pushed him. He's my candidate. He lost.
Because he had the pug in the jacket.
Fuck yeah, he did. Says, just wanted to shout out all the best friends that made prom a blast to say hashtag fuck you Delta for making me miss the VIP meet and greet. Nick, here's my picture to brighten your day. Bring this up.
Oh, it's such a good picture.
I love this dog.
Look
I don't
how
know,
cute. He has a
what's his
little
dog?
jacket.
Look at his little jacket and his
When he
little
was a
doink
month
doink.
old, that's adorable.
Look at his little doink doink.
Don't look at his doink doink.
He's using the tennis balls and pillow. It's funny. Don't cover his doink
Kevin
doink. Don't cover his shame.
senses it.
He's a dog. He doesn't give a shit.
I can't. The mouth.
You know, if we didn't have Christianity, we'd all be naked right now.
Is that true?
Why?
Joey,
There's no reason to wear clothes.
Unfortunately, that is true.
This is our shame. Religion made us shame. Ashamed of our bodies. Pretty Reckless says, this is for Joey's Josie and the Pussycat shout out. Such an underrated movie. Thanks, Joey.
Fun fact, one of my best friends from high school just found the Josie and the Pussycat soundtrack and Dropboxed me all of the songs because it's not streaming anywhere.
What? So is Josie and the Pussycats was a made up thing, right?
No, it was a comic
a
from the Archie
cartoon.
universe.
Ah, God. They were the band in the Archie universe? Got it. Okay.
Did you just say that because of Christianity, we all wear clothes?
That's it. Adam and Eve fucked it up for everyone.
That-
Garden
that-
of Eden.
That's
Fucked it up for
really not
everyone.
how that worked.
That's 100% how it works. I went to Catholic school. They said that you have to be ashamed of your penis. Don't rub it against Kevin when he doesn't want you to, or when he does want you to. Don't do it.
Well, I mean, that second one at least.
There are, Jared, I know that you didn't study them, but there are some good teachings from the good book.
Oh, no, I'm
One
not,
of which
I'm not
says
here to
in
take,
chapter Corinthians, number 12, that do not rub thine stick on thy employee's back.
That is not in the Bible in those words.
Kevin,
but
can you Google Kevin Coelho nude and see what comes up, please?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
However,
Nor should anyone else.
if you look at Genesis in particular, the whole
Yeah.
idea that being naked was a bad thing was actually something that happened that people got wrong. Like the idea is that, no, man, there was nothing to be ashamed of. That story is often interpreted about being about nudity, but what it's actually about is the origin of all sin being self-centeredness. It's not about shame. Shame is what comes up, but that's not it. It's not about being ashamed. It's that you think that Adam didn't notice Eve was naked or Eve didn't notice Adam was naked. It's not that they were like, oh, I should be ashamed of being naked. It was, oh, I've gone from thinking about what's going on around me or other people first to thinking about myself first. And that being the origin of sin.
So you're
It's
saying
not
it
the
was.
idea that-
So you're
I don't
saying
like-
somebody took a religious message, mistaught it to me, misrepresented it over the last 30 years of my life.
Pretty much
Shocking.
yeah. Because it's
Shocking.
It's not about shame. It's not about being ashamed of yourself. It's kind of the opposite. It's about, hey, self-awareness to the point of valuing yourself over others is the origin of all sin. And it's not saying that.
It's also how you get ahead in life.
It's also not saying that they suddenly became inherently sinful because of that, and that everybody afterward is sinful. That's a bunch of extrapolated bullcrap. It's that they made a bad choice, and we all continue to make bad choices, but we could totally decide at any point to not make bad choices.
Nick, I don't like Jared over here giving us his hippie opinions.
It just seems.
I'm gonna stand against them.
I'm
You should all be ashamed of your bodies.
Such a far left liberal.
I've
I'm just saying
Nick
St.
almost
Augustine
naked
was
and
kind of
it's-
full of crap on this one.
I will
should be
say
ashamed,
this.
is
Shout
all I'm
out to The
saying.
Saint. Watch that over the weekend also.
Oh, yeah, with Val
one's
Kilmer?
With Val Kilmer. Not a good movie. Go back and
No, he
watch it.
shoots AK-47 over those guys' heads, knocks those lights down on them.
Yeah, because he didn't want to kill.
Yeah, but they could have just like nailed him with a gun.
Yeah, they
at
should have
any
just
point
shot his
during that
ass.
moment. Yeah.
All right, let's go into the 3 and 3. It is 11:56, and Jared has another show
do the
after
giveaway?
this. Oh, yeah, do the giveaway.
We're not sponsored, so we're just giving shit away because we can.
Yep. Why not?
Today we're giving away Shift Quantum for the Nintendo Switch. You may have heard of it. And that's going to Daniel Demore from Kind of Funny Patreon. Yay!
Hey Joey, real quick, did
Yeah.
you give away yesterday's giveaway to the people that needed to go?
I haven't
to?
sent it yet.
Okay, good. But you see it; it's on your radar.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Get Bucket
Well-
says Nick. Oh, sorry.
I put a name on there yesterday, and then there's another name.
Joey, I told them that, and they were like, "We don't know," so we went with the second name.
No,
Okay.
we went with the first name.
Did we?
Yeah. Second name, I don't know why that's on there.
Okay.
It was bigger. It was bolder. I went with the normal format.
Okay,
That one.
excellent.
Thank you.
Well,
Yeah.
you told me to pull one like right before the show
I
started.
told lots of people to pull lots of things.
Yeah.
I like to have options.
It's true.
Tell you what, you know what? When fucking Cool Greg goes out into the night, you think he don't have options? Endless options.
I heard
dog.
about some graffiti tour you were giving people over Kind of Funny weekend.
They loved it. It sounds like.
Let's go into the 3 and 3. Get
Taught 'em how
Bucket
to
says Nick.
read.
We need more kung fu movies. Kung fu in movies. In the 80s and 90s, everyone could throw hands. It's true. It's true.
Is that just one of those genres that is kind of like,
dead?
yeah, like with westerns?
Yeah,
And all
they
that
come
kind of
back
stuff?
every once in a while,
Yeah.
but it came back in different iterations. Like I would say,
Musicals.
The Matrix is a kung fu movie.
Interesting.
It had a lot. It had a lot of that. The Matrix. But yet you watch Grease 2 a lot.
I had somebody come up to me at prom and said, "Thank you for your stance on Grease 2." I think it was the VIP meet and greet.
I think you just made that up.
No, that's 100% not a lie.
I think you're
We had a
100%
whole
Nick-
conversation.
Nick, I was with Joey the entire time. She is in fact making that up.
Wow.
No, you weren't. I didn't even see you to
Kevin
the
has
end
not
when we went
left
to
your
Curry
side.
Up Now.
Kevin
How
has not
good
left
is
your
Curry
side.
Up now?
What?
How
How
fucking
good? It
good,
was
really
did that
good.
hit? Because I walked past it and I was like, oh man.
We
this
were there for
would
like
be
2
good.
hours.
Guys, I don't even want to lie to you right now. I've been thinking about Curry Up Now the entire morning show. So if we want to make that a reality, we could probably wrap it up now.
Shit, that's not a bad idea.
You know?
That's an option.
It's 12.
Ant-Man0208 says, Nick, you watching UFC 226? If that's this weekend, then yes, I probably will watch that. I believe that's the Stipe fight, and I want to watch the shit out of that.
Soul Porpoise says that tiki masala burrito is on point.
Hell yeah, it was.
Yes, in fact, it is.
Oh, Joey, Yam Nave says, Joey, stop distracting from the fact that you haven't watched The Matrix. Have you not seen The Matrix?
Because I just don't care.
You should
about
watch
The
at least the
Matrix.
first one.
I feel like Tim
It's
has
one of the
also
best
told me
sci-fi
this.
movies ever made.
You
But
should.
I don't really care about
Joey,
sci-fi.
you should only watch the first one, then have someone kind of casually explain the other two.
No. You should 100% only watch the first one and have someone casually explain the other ones too. No question about that. Do not watch
that's
the
what I
second.
just said.
I know. I'm just backing you up on this. You were kind of lofty on it. I'm just saying 100%.
You are
Do not watch
emphasizing.
the second or third one. I will just tell you what happens
Okay.
in 5 minutes because they're
Or-
18 hours long and they're so fucking convoluted and bad.
Yeah.
It almost ruins the first movie.
Counterpoint. You just casually explained to me all of the Matrix
No.
movies.
You should experience the
No,
first
because you have
one.
to hear the cool part where Propeller Head starts playing and he goes, and he goes, I know Kung Fu. It's really cool.
I don't know. You just did a really great job there.
Well,
I feel like I can
I'm very
see it.
talented and a lot of
Nick,
people like me.
She's not wrong. You
You're
nailed
a
that.
vocal guitarist.
I saw it. I heard it come out of me. I was excited, and I was like,
Vocal
"Who is this guy
bassist.
talking? He's awesome."
Yeah.
And it was me. Ignacio Rojas says, "Nick, you should watch Agents of Shield again for the 5,000th time. I watched the first season. It's not a good show, and don't tell me you have to watch until season 5 because that's not how TV should work."
Nick,
That's true.
Nick, I've actually officially stopped watching it because Ignacio keeps hitting me up about it. So
Every
thank
time
you,
he asks me to
Ignacio.
do something,
I'm
I
free now.
swear to God, I just do the opposite. I do the
See
opposite.
what you did? You see what you did?
Between
Ignacio?
him and Omega Batman, I don't know who I want to ban first.
I love
Definitely Omega Batman.
Omega Batman.
And I want you to know, Omega Batman, if it wasn't for the fact that Kevin loves you so much, you would have been banned
so
years
good.
ago. But he,
He's
for
so
some
good.
reason, keeps it going. I don't know why.
Mr. Yasman said that Joey should review A Star is Born when it gets released. One, I actually did watch the trailer, and I don't really care about it. And two, it's never going to get better than Chris Christopherson and Barbara Streisand. Because they did I think this new one is a reboot of the one from
Which
the
one?
70s. A Star is Born.
Oh, it's on my Netflix queue.
Yeah.
I
Watch
queued it
that
up.
one.
Is it good?
It's so good.
I'll
It's
watch it
Chris
tonight.
Christopherson and Barbara Streisand.
First off, you had me at Chris Christopherson.
Right?
Did you know he wrote a lot of songs for a lot of people?
Really?
Yeah,
I
he's
didn't know
actually a
that.
very accomplished musician. Like he did albums of his own, but apparently he wrote like country songs for everyone. He used to be like a composer and writer.
Interesting.
I didn't
That's
know
the
that.
dream
This is
team.
weird shit I learned about.
I don't really think that Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga are really gonna.
I think I'm gonna fucking love
Eclipse
that
that?
movie, and you and I have a date. We're
But
doing
here's
it.
the thing.
Cool
I don't
Greg and
really
Hotel
like music
Transylvania
movies
3.
like that.
I fucking love them.
Because I didn't really.
Someone
Because it
always
gives me
develops
like.
a coke habit.
Yeah, it gives me the like walk the line
endearing.
and country strong vibes.
Walk the Line I didn't like very
which I
much.
didn't love. So I don't think I'm really into
Didn't
like
love
those.
Country Song. Country Song was the Jeff
Gwyneth
Bridges
Paltrow.
one. Which one was the Jeff Bridges one where he was like the guitar player and Maggie Gyllenhaal was in it and she like interviews him?
I have no idea. Chat.
Chat, let us know. Nick, did you see the film Shane? Michael Fassbender is full naked and they show everything. Of course I've seen that. If there's a dick attached to Michael Fassbender and I can see it, I've seen it. Kevin, this camera's tally light is blinking at us like it's about to explode.
The tally light is blinking at you.
Yeah.
Really?
Is it recording something?
No.
All right, well, screw it.
Weird.
It's very weird.
Richard Draken says Nick and Joey.
Crazy Heart is the Jeff Bridges
Crazy
movie.
Heart,
Says
thank you.
Grand Man Banana Glen.
Never plugged it in.
Let's see. Richard Draken says, Nick and Joey, please read the first two sentences of Roger Ebert review of Pearl Harbor. It is
Okay,
fucking
I'll pull it
hilarious.
up.
Can you pull that up? Sureman Cool says, Nick, shout out to anyone affected by the fires in California lately. Hope everyone's all right. Try not to breathe if you live in NorCal at all. It hasn't been as bad in the city. There has been some ash in the sky and some weird, like the day after Kind of Funny Prom, I thought I woke up at 6 p.m. because it was like golden outside. I was
On
like, oh my
Sunday?
God, how long did I thought I slept through the meet and greet.
I 100% did too.
And Dee was like, oh, no, you're fine. It's only 10 o'clock. And I was like, what the fuck is happening outside? She's
We
like,
woke
the
up
apocalypse.
in Blade Runner
It
2049.
was awesome and horrifying all at the same time.
For sure.
Yeah, everyone stay safe. Shout out to anyone fighting that fire as well. The firefighters out there right now, if you're listening, stay safe. You guys kick ass. We love you.
Okay, so I have the review up. So it says Pearl Harbor is a 2-hour movie squeezed into 3 hours about how on December 7th, 1941, the Japanese staged a surprise attack on an American love triangle. Its centerpiece is 40 minutes of redundant special effects surrounded by a love story of stunning banality. The film has been directed without grace, vision, or originality, and although you may walk out quoting lines of dialogue, it was not because you admire them.
I'll be honest.
I admit that I like bad movies, and this is up there with Grease 2 and Batman and Robin for like the worst offenders of things that I like.
I've had a lot of people now
Mm-hmm.
who originally started following because I was the quote unquote movie guy, Kind of Funny.
Yeah.
And they have rescinded that follow because they know I have terrible taste in movies. I do.
Yeah.
I love bad movies.
That's the
But
thing. I'm not
even
saying that these are good. I
could
just
not
think that I
bring
like
myself
them.
to watch Pearl Harbor. I still have not seen Pearl Harbor.
Really?
I couldn't do it.
I will say it has a killer score. I think it's Hans Zimmer.
Probably.
And it's
Hans Zimmer did
excellent.
everything. He did everything.
Here's the thing. I attribute my love to this movie for the fact that I got really sick in junior high and I was home for like a week and my mom let me go to Blockbuster and I got to rent Pearl Harbor and then I just watched it over and over again for that entire week because that was the only movie that she would let me rent
It's like
from
a torture
Blockbuster.
thing, huh?
No, this was by choice.
No, I love
This is
that.
free will.
I used to do it all the time. I'd be like, can we rent the 1989 Batman again? Omega
You're
Batman.
like, Nick, really? You're the only person that's rented
Like, I
this
fucking
in the
love
last
this.
year.
I can't wait to do Batman in review or the DC in review. Nick, what are your it says Omega Batman. Nick, what are your 4th of July plans? And how excited were you as a kid when America finally gained its independence? You know, I'm only 38. I'm not that much older than Greg. Greg's 34
man.
for Christ's sake. He acts like an idiot and he acts like a child, but he's not that much younger than me. I just want everyone to know that. I just find it.
What are
very-
you doing for 4th of July tomorrow?
We're gonna do the show tomorrow.
I think you and I are back on
And
this.
then I'm going to Jurassic Park.
That's right, date night.
We're gonna grab some lunch and go to Jurassic World.
Have you seen Ocean's 8 yet?
Not yet. Dee saw it though.
I think that's what I'm going to do tomorrow.
I want to see it. Tim liked it. Dee was lukewarm on it. She was like, it was okay.
Yeah.
But it just wasn't as exciting as it should have been.
Okay.
She just didn't feel like any of the action really hit.
Ooh. Maybe I will do a double feature because The Purge is also out tomorrow.
Not a purge. Oh, I love it. First purge, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really do like that just the world that they built.
Well, I got
and
the
stuff like
1-2
that.
punch. And don't forget, we got Ant-Man and the Wasp on Thursday.
That is. Maybe I'll just rewatch.
Why don't
Ant-Man.
you do Ocean's 8 tonight?
Ooh.
I don't have my card. Plus, I have the dog.
The dog?
All
I
right.
have Portillo this week.
We're 5. You don't have your card. Why don't you have a card? Movie
I
pass?
left my movie pass
You
card. in my
gotta stop
apartment.
doing that.
Have Kevin just buy one for you.
Okay.
Like, he has the friends and family thing, doesn't he? Does he
I
get one
don't.
friend pass?
That hasn't happened yet.
Okay. Well, then I
Kevin,
made things
just
up.
buy me a movie ticket.
Let's wrap this up. It's 12:05. Everyone, thank you so much for bearing with us. I know this was more of a just casual show, but you know what? Sometimes you got to just relax and hang out and talk about Frasier for 45 minutes. I know a
will
lot of you
say-
stopped watching 45 minutes ago, but I love you. What's up?
My mom loves when you do your Frasier piano.
Hey, baby, I hear the
Yeah.
blues are calling.
She'll very much appreciate
Seattle,
that.
good night.
This is why you're my mom's favorite. I'm telling you.
Your
I'm
mom's
sorry.
my favorite. Mrs. Takami, if you're watching out there, what's up? How you doing? All right, we'll be back tomorrow with Joey and the crew and cast, and we'll probably talk more 80s and 90s television shows. Until then, I love you, Kevin. Please cut the feed.